I was eating a small pack of Lay's the other day and I was just looking at it and I realized how small they have become. It's not just me who noticed this, it's also all of you guys too. And you know what? A lot of Kirana store owners are also switching off from Lay's to Balaji, to Uncle Chips, and many more. So, in this video, I'm going to tell you the story of Balaji Wafers. Balaji Wafers is an Indian brand that went from making zero to nearly 3,300 crores in less than 40 years. They are now the country's second largest player in the potato wafer market, just behind Lay's. And the crazy part, it all started from a canteen of a cinema hall. It started in 1972 when the late Popat Ramji Virani handed 20,000 rupees to three of his sons. And one of his sons is named Chandubhai. Chandubhai decided that he is going to use this money to run his own business. And his older brothers put money which they got by selling their land on farming equipment and fertilizers. But they eventually got scammed and all of their business failed. Soon after this, Chandubhai was just 15 years old along with his two brothers. He left for Rajkot to work at a theatre called Astron Cinema. While his main job was to serve the canteen, he also did odd jobs like sticking film posters, doorkeeping, ushering, all for a monthly salary of just 90 rupees. The entire family relocated to Rajkot in 1982. During this time, the family made masala sandwiches for the cafeteria of this theatre. While they were popular, they were also very perishable, as you probably know. Look, a sandwich doesn't last too long. The bread will catch fungus very quickly. And this is when Chandubhai had an idea of switching to wafers over sandwiches. But Chandubhai faced a problem. The issue was the supplier who supplied them wafers would always come late or always come with damaged wafers. So Chandubhai finally got fed up and decided to do it all by himself. So after canteen work, Chandubhai started his venture with only 10,000 rupees. He set up a small shed in this compound and started making chips there. And this decision of his worked very well. His wafers became so popular that the owner of the canteen decided to partner up with Chandubhai. And soon after, Chandubhai started running 3 canteens in total and distributing wafers to another 25 to 30 merchants. And in 1984, they settled on the name Balaji. But this was just the start of the hurdles that Chandubhai and his brothers were going to face. One of the biggest issues that Chandubhai was facing was keeping up with the demand. Imagine this. You were sitting and making wafers yourself. It is very hard to maintain the same taste in all of the wafers. And this is when Chandubhai introduced machinery to make the wafers. He went on to a store and found that the standard potato stripping and cutting machine was too expensive. So he decided to be a true entrepreneur and he broke the machinery into multiple parts. For just 5,000 rupees, he bought the parts, put it together and started making Balaji wafers. Now, Chandubhai was not educated. And I know we talk about engineers a lot. Many of us have engineering degrees and we don't know how to be a true engineer. But the idea of being a true engineer is to be able to take something, look at it, break it down and then rebuild it again. And Chandubhai, even though he doesn't have that degree, he is truly an engineer. So in 1989, he expanded in Rajkot and went to Gujarat's largest potato wafer facility with modest revenues and then took a bank loan of roughly 50 lakh rupees. Look, this was the time when venture capitalists and investors wouldn't put money in you. You had to go to the bank, ask for a loan, and if you owed money, you had to go pay for it yourself. So next, Balaji Wafers Private Limited was founded in 1992 by these 3 brothers. Look, they competed against big names like Uncle Chips, Simba, Bingo, and their focus was simple. Let's give out quality products, quality delivery, quality pricing, and service. Many of their competitors were still hand-making chips, but Balaji was already using technology. So today, Balaji is the largest regional potato wafers and snacks brand of the western states in India like Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Goa, where they hold about 71% of the market share. In Gujarat, they hold about 90% of the market share and are even bigger than Lay's. Balaji's success is in ability to cater variations within that small market. You see, the problem and the opportunity in India is that everyone has different tastes. Look, I have a very different taste because I'm from Mumbai. My flatmates, are from South India. They have a very different taste. So our cook often gets very confused as to what to make for us. And most of the people that I work with also have very different tastes. So Balaji understood this. He realized you can't just make one flavor. So he decided to make a lot of local flavors as well. This is in opposition to Lay's, who was making flavors not for the Indian audience, but from abroad. So Balaji said, let's go local. In Maharashtra, for example, they have a chaat masala based snack. In Rajasthan, they have spicier snacks. It's simply a testament that Chandubai, as a founder, was feet on the ground. He would go and ask people what they want. He had a keen understanding of human behavior, human needs, and he understood that people are different. Currently, Balaji has over 50 different flavors. On top of that, they recently entered the noodles market with their very own in-house made noodles. And I wouldn't be surprised if I start seeing hundreds of flavors of noodles sooner rather than later. They just get it. But one thing is there. No growth comes without setbacks. Look, one major setback that Balaji experienced was when PepsiCo, who owns Lay's, sued Balaji because, according to them, Balaji copied Lay's design. Even though Chandubai stood against this argument and said that the only reason Lay's is suing us is because we are growing at a tremendous rate. The High Court still declared the case in favor of Lay's, resulting in Balaji not being able to sell their chips with their particular design. So, although it stung, they changed the design, took the loss on their chin, and in 2008, they revamped their entire packaging. Many suggested that because they would change their design, people would forget the Balaji brand. But Chandubai believed in his product. We've also learned that people don't care about how your package logo looks like. Sure, there is some affinity people have towards it, but the name? Human beings are built for names. Names travel through centuries, and Chandubai and Balaji understood that. While Lay's market fell from 51% to 49%, Balaji Wafers has progressively been increasing at 20 to 25% every year. And many MNCs all over the world, including their old friend PepsiCo, has sought Chandubai to buy a part of Balaji. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you guys edit this well, and bye bye.